I am pleased to have with us here Judy Garland's daughter, Lorna Luft. Lorna Luft has been very active in the entertainment industry for many, many years, ever since she was a very young girl. And, of course, she's Judy Garland's daughter, and we highly respect her mother's work, and, of course, Lorna Luft's work, and, of course, her family's work for the things they have done, not only to celebrate the legacy of their mother, Judy Garland, but also the many things Lorna Luft is doing as well. I appreciate the time we've been able to have with Lorna today for the interview, and we hope that everyone enjoys it. So here's a very, very special interview that we have prepared for you today with Lorna Luft. Well, Lorna, I appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule to do this with me today.
Oh, thanks. That's okay.
All right. Well, my first question, how is everything going with your White Christmas musical tour?
Oh, it's fantastic. We opened on Sunday, and the audiences have just gone absolutely wild for this show. And it's lovely to be in really the heartland of America doing this show and watching these people stand at the end for 10 and 20 minutes and just cheer and all that. It just makes you feel so good because you know you've given 2,300 people a fantastic evening in the theater, and it's just so heartwarming for us.
Yes, that's really exciting. Now, I know on September 24th you were able to go to New York City for the Tavern on the Green event for the Wizard of Oz 70th anniversary. And can you tell me a little bit about that? I know that was a fun time for you.
It was just really exciting. It was an amazing event. Warner Brothers just put, so much into this, and to restore the movie to Blu-ray and to, see it in, I guess, probably the most amazing technology that you will see for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
It was stunning, and it was beautiful, and the screening of it on the big screen was just a wonderful, magical event all the 3 days that we were there.
That's great. Now, I did want to ask you as well, I know that during the time when your mom had her television series, you had a very great honor of coming on stage, and of course Johnny Mercer wrote the lyrics to the song, as of course it was from your name. And how did you feel about that now when you look back on that whole experience and that happening?
I'm really lucky to have that because some people, when they lose a parent, they only have negative still photograph. I have a library of unbelievable film and footage and events and all of the things I was left. So I feel I'm very grateful for all of that. And I look at this, and it's something that I will have, my children will have, their children will have. So I'm very, very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I really feel.
Right.
It's not something that is, it's not something that, it used to be sad for me, but
mm-hmm.
now I think you go through time and you basically say, look, this is the good part I got.
Right. Right. Now, I know for quite a while now you have been doing the tour songs my mother taught me, and obviously singing so many of the different songs that your mother had done many years ago. And I just wanted to hear regarding that, did it take a while for you to choose the different tracks and the songs that you were planning to sing for that, or did you kind of decide right away that you knew there were songs that you wanted to do?
No, that show took me, I guess it was 6 months to put that whole show together. It's been a long time.
Right.
I've been doing it now for the last 10 years.
Right.
So, no, I mean, I was lucky enough to get fantastic writers, and we all sat down and paid a great deal of attention to all of that material, because that library is so vast, mm-hmm. and it's so big, and you have,
mm-hmm.
We had to pick and choose, and we had to tell a story, and we wanted to tell a story of a mother and a daughter, and we wanted to have the audience understand how I grew up and who she was, and how she was everyone's idol and everyone's legend, but she was my mom. So that's
right.
what we did.
Right.
With the show, and that's why we can still, I'm still booked to do it all next year on places. So
right.
it was
That's great. Now, as far as the Wizard of Oz movie is concerned today, how do you think Oz has affected the fans today? And of course, there's a lot of collectors, there's a lot of people that are really interested in the movie, and of course, it's because of your mother's involvement in the film. What do you think about that when you sit back and think about how popular it's become?
Well, I mean, listen, this is a classic, iconic film that, when you really think of what went into the film, it shouldn't be as perfect as it is, because it has more directors and all of the, problems that the film had when they were making it. But I really do think that when, sort of, maybe, when everything lines up right, it turned out to be one of the most perfect movies ever made. And I just believe it's because of the message of it. The message is a message that everyone can identify with, because it's about knowledge, and it's about heart, and it's about home, and it's about courage. So what's not to understand? We've all felt that in our lives, and that's why every single child and every single teenager and every single adult identifies with it. And that's why it's still one of the most beloved movies of our time, and will continue to be, because also the honesty of the film. I think because the honesty of performances. Do you truly believe absolutely every single solitary performance in that movie?
Right.
No one's doing, and I can't bear when they take the story and they, do other adaptations of it or anything. I'm a purist. I'm protective of it. If people want to know about other Oz books, I can't really comment on the other. If they want to know about one story, that's what I always say: go to the source, go to the original.
Right, absolutely. And one thing I've told people too, as far as Over the Rainbow is concerned, that's my favorite song in general out of any song that's ever written, period. And of course, I always say, it's your mother's version that I love the most. And I really appreciate that song a lot, and I did want to mention that to you as well, because I know, of course, it means probably much more, a great deal to you and your family than it does probably anybody else.
Just the way that it was done, I've never sung it, and I never will. Can't sort of improve on perfection. But I also feel that, you're not alone. It's Simon Cowell's favorite song. It's a lot of people's favorite songs, because they have really good, you and millions and millions of people have really good takes.
Right.
It's just the simplicity and the honesty of it. And when you start to have other people sing it and they don't understand it and they oversing it, I'm the first one to get the clicker and turn it off.
Right. Now, I know another thing I was going to mention as well, I know when you wrote the book Me and My Shadows at the time, I was wondering, was it your plan to bring that to television as it already has been?
No. That was, no, I just wanted to, there were over 20 books out there. I just wanted to sort of basically put to bed a bunch of rumors, and that's one of the reasons I did it, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm, pleased it was on the New York Times bestseller, and I'm pleased that people are still getting it and all of that, and then when we did the miniseries, I was really pleased about that. To be nominated for 13 Emmy Awards, to win 5, I'm not complaining.
Right.
It was an amazing experience, and it's still the most awarded female performance in the history of television, and certainly Judy Davis and Tammy Blanchard, I will always be indebted to and grateful for. And of course, the work of Robert Allen Ackerman. Is an extraordinary piece, and to this day, people, stop me and say, "Oh my God, that movie."
Right.
And it makes me, I'm very proud of it.
That's good, and it's done very, very well, and you guys did an excellent job with that. Now, I am wondering, you're welcome, and I am wondering as well, have there been any kind of rare stories that you could probably share, probably, one story that your mom has told you growing up that maybe never surfaced to the public, or something rare, maybe about the Wizard of Oz, or something that you would like to share, if that's possible?
No, I've told pretty much everything. I don't think I don't think there are really any, there are not any stories that I haven't already told, or I've recapped on and stuff
Okay.
I think it's a piece of my heritage. It's a piece of my family. It's a piece of um, timing that that has been under a microscope for so many years
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think there's really anything to find out. I think, there have been professors who have done theses on it. There have been all sorts of people who have done all sorts of things on it. So it's sort of like, in a way, I think it's been studied for a long time, and I don't think, certainly with people like John Forgey writing all of the books, and I don't think there's really any stone unturned on the movie,
Mm-hmm.
or on what stories from it or anything. So
Mm-hmm.
I love it to say, yes, there's this fabulous thing, but there really isn't.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing new.
Okay, that's fine. I thought I would still ask anyways, but is there something that is a common story that you do like to share when people ask you about as far as stories, something interesting or something that you've
No.
appreciated at all?
I just appreciate the fact that they didn't get Shirley
Right.
and her. Nobody would have imagined that 70 years later, people would still, say, that's one of my favorite movies ever made. It was just another film. They knew that they were making, something interesting. I don't think any of them realized, especially not the directors, what they were really, really, what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and she had a great time on the film. She was 16. She had a wonderful time. And it was the movie that catapulted her into everyone's home and everybody's heart. So it was a special thing, and she had a great time. So, when everybody ever asks me, was it a difficult time? No, she had a great time.
Absolutely. And I can recall on an interview I think you did once for a special for the British Broadcasting Company. I remember you mentioned that she did have a great time. That it was something she enjoyed. And of course, we all do know that too. So, and that's really good to hear you reiterate that too, because that was a few years ago. So, and I appreciate it. Now, I was also wondering too, if as far as if she were alive today, I was wondering how do you think that she would react to the digital technology of the restoration of the movie today, and of course with the 70th anniversary now? What do you think that she would say?
She'd just be astounded. I think all of them would. Because that's what they set out to do, and I think it would take them all back to being on. It certainly did for all of the, the little people who have seen it, and who, the remaining people who are still with us from the film, because that's what it was intended to look like. It was because it sort of like puts you now like almost on the set. So for millions and millions of people who want to see the ultimate version of the film, thank God that they have this technology, that they've done this, because it's not going to ever, I don't think, improve on how it looks right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a brilliant and genius way of making the film look as good as it would if you were looking through Victor Fleming's lens.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's amazing, and I was kind of thinking the same thing recently when I was able to see it. I didn't think there would be anything beyond Blu-ray that would make the restoration as clear as it is now. So you're absolutely right on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my last question I have is, finally, what are your plans for next year? If you have any interesting events coming up, or anything that you will be a part of? I'm sure you probably have some other things coming up soon.
Yeah, no, I have concert work coming up next year, and then I might go back to England and do another show. But right now, I'm concentrating on just really, really, it's 8 shows a week on White Christmas right now until the middle of January.
Okay.
So I'm sort of in the land of Irving, Berlin, and a lot of snow, and in a iconic show that was, talk about a great movie.
Yes.
It's taken everybody from, and all of that, and we're just, we just opened it on Sunday, so it's like, I can't even think to, it's like Christmas. We gotta get through Thanksgiving first.
Absolutely. It's amazing. And I really do hope that the shows with White Christmas continue to go well, and that you and the cast have a very good time with everything.
Oh, no, we will. We are. We're having a fantastic that I'm able to do the show in this country because I've been doing it in the UK for the last 2 years.
Right.
And I'm so grateful to be doing the show in America,
Right.
especially, you know, in places that are really the heartland of this country, the places
Absolutely.
that, you know, Irving Berlin wrote about.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that you see a difference with the audience's reaction, you think, last night, maybe compared to when you were doing it in the UK a little bit, you think?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the UK didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, they saw the movie and they remember, but I mean, when you're doing it in the heartland of America, they laugh at things that they get it. They
Right.
really, really get it.
Right. Right.
It's so thrilling.
It's really
And I mean,
interesting.
to hear them cheering at the end, and you know, because it snows in the audience and it snows on stage, and
Mm-hmm.
they just, you know, they come out there and they say they have this fun theater, and that's all we want to do.
That's great. That's excellent. Well, I appreciate your time so much for this, and it's been great, and I do appreciate this a lot. This has meant a lot to me, and I know everyone will enjoy this. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, again, we want to thank Lorna Luft for her participation in this interview and her help. This has been Aaron Passantine. Thanks for listening.